Welcome back to part 2 today, where we honestly have some unbelievable Wonderkids to bring to you. And we aren't fucking about today, let's get straight into it. Part 2 of the best Wonderkids to sign in your FIFA 23 career mode.
Ooh, you're hard showing off.
First up, we've got Benjamin Cesco of Red Bull Salzburg. He's a 19-year-old striker who's drawing comparisons to Man City's Erling Haaland.
Foden. Oh no for Haaland.
He seems to be attracting a lot of interest this summer, none more so than from Man United. Now Erik ten Hag, he possibly views Cesco as Ronaldo's replacement, and this might make him tricky to sign in Season 1. He'll receive a potential overall boost in FIFA 23, going from 86 to 89, but his low overall in FIFA 22 may mean his value in FIFA 23 will sit at around 9 million. So he scored 6 goals in 27 games last year, he's 6'4", and you'll probably be able to pick him up for around 26 million. Moving on to a slightly more expensive signing now, it's Bayern Munich Wonderkid Jamal Musiala. He's another 19-year-old, he plays centre attacking midfield, but he can also play on the wings. Big things are expected of Musiala for Bayern this year, and that's reflected in his potential overall of 90 in FIFA 23. That's a +2 on his overall from last year. So Musiala, he may be tricky to sign due to his huge loyalty trait. He represented England at youth level from under 15s all the way to the under 21 level before making his full international debut for Germany. That being said, he is going to be an absolute superstar and yet another one that Chelsea have let go. He'll be valued at around 60 million this year, but you're going to have to pay 80+ million easily to convince Bayern to accept. He is though the ideal signing if you're one of Europe's elite. Next up, and staying in Germany this time, let's take a look at Luca Neto. So he's 19 years old, he plays for Borussia Mönchengladbach, and he's a high potential left back. It's expected that in FIFA 23, Luca Neto will have a potential overall of 88, taking into account that in FIFA 22 he had a base rating of 68. This is a player you can work with. He made 24 appearances last season, getting 4 assists, and he really announced himself as an up-and-coming star. Neto is an energetic wing-back with high stamina who looks to get forward on every occasion. Now let's have a look at what he's worth. So despite only being rated 68 in FIFA 22, Neto will be expected to receive quite a substantial increase in valuation for FIFA 23. His starting price in FIFA 23 will probably be around the 6 million mark, meaning you could probably make this deal happen for about 10 million. It might be worth loaning him out for a year to improve his stats, depending who your current left back is. Now moving on, our 4th Wonderkid of the episode takes us to the Serie A, and it's Samuelritchie. He plays for Torino, he's 20 years old, he's a holding midfielder, and he's full of physicality. Now, just because he's a physical player, don't let that take away from the fact that he's very light on his feet. He's great at carrying the ball through the midfield, and for a big guy, he's a very good dribbler. He can dribble his way out of tight spaces, and he's come from the same ranks as Marco Verratti and Sandro Tonali, and that's evident in the way he plays the game. With a high potential overall of 88, Richie is a future star. He'll still be quite low rated to start with, but with a value of around 10 million, you'll be able to grab him for about 15. Can you be the manager responsible for only the 2nd Italian to win the Premier League? Lastly, we have one final Wonderkid in this episode, and I think we need to go out with a bang. It's the hottest prospect in Barcelona, possibly in the world. Step forward, Ansu Fati. Now let's be realistic, this won't be an easy signing to complete, but this signing, it's aimed for the big boy teams, your Man Cities, your PSGs. So before we get into the numbers, let's take a look at the player himself. Obviously Fati is a well-known player who plays his best football from the left wing. He's 19 years old, and in FIFA 22 his potential overall was 90. Well, in FIFA 23 he's going to have a potential to become one of the best players in the world because he's received a boost taking him to a potential of 93. Now, injury disrupted Fati's development last year, so Barcelona will be hoping he can stay fit in this new season. He did manage to score 4 goals in 10 games last year, and it goes to show how highly rated he is in Barcelona, as he was given Lionel Messi's old number 10 shirt. So let's see how this would work financially. In FIFA 23 career mode, Fati will be viewed at around 60 million, but it'll cost you a lot more than that if you want to sign him. A figure between 80 and 90 million could secure him in season 1, but that price is just going to get bigger and bigger as your save progresses. Now, if you leave it too long, then you could be finding yourself paying in excess of 100 million. So there we go, guys. Part 2 of the best Wonderkids to sign in FIFA 23. It's coming to an end, and if you want to see more, be sure to hit that sub button below. If you're a fan of FIFA career mode, then hit that bell, as I'll be doing my very first FIFA career mode series upon the release of FIFA 23. Now, let me know in the comments below your suggestions of who you'd like to see me manage in that career mode series. And as always, thanks to everybody for watching this video, and I'll see you in part 3. Peace.